With each day that passes by, we are getting closer to the very end of principal photography for Star Wars Episode 9 by writer and director J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio. This is Mike Zero. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. So, one thing that a lot of people are really curious about, including myself, is of course the official title of this movie. What is this movie actually going to be called, and what's going on with the title reveal / release? A lot of people are very much mystified about this because of how secretive Disney and Lucasfilm really are about the title itself and when they necessarily want to reveal this thing. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film when it comes to some of the set leaks, the set designs, the concept art and storyboard descriptions, etc. Now, what's really intriguing about the title reveal itself is that they are waiting until principal photography is over for Episode 9 in order to reveal the title, which honestly, this makes sense, and this honestly also gives us an idea of when the title would drop, so that's good news. But this is where things get very intriguing, is that there are negotiations being made right now between Disney, Lucasfilm, JJ and crew, the marketing department, in order to pull off an endgame. And what I mean by that is, Avengers Endgame, what Disney did with that title, is that they only revealed the title with the first look at the movie, with the actual first teaser trailer. So right now, there's a lot of negotiations of holding the title reveal until Star Wars Celebration on April 11th. Will that actually happen? I'm not quite sure about that. Aside from that, there's a lot of word that they actually have changed the title of Star Wars Episode 9 due to some of the reshoots and the script adjustments here and there that happened throughout the month of January leading into this month of February. And that wouldn't be the first time this actually happened. If we look at Star Wars The Force Awakens, alright, that actually used to be called Shadows of the Empire. You know, even Pablo Hidalgo said one time, years ago, is that, of course, for the longest time, The Force Awakens title was the same as an old novel. Thankfully, it changed. With so many books, it's inevitable, Hidalgo later clarified. It was Shadows of the Empire, basically, and that was a very interesting touch to a Star Wars movie that eventually changed over to The Force Awakens for some specific reason we don't know why. So it seems as though that the same exact thing applies here with of course, Star Wars Episode 9, very much like what happened with The Force Awakens. Now, does this tell us that Disney is confident in their product? Or could this very well tell us that they are afraid to show their product and are afraid of the feedback that are actually able to express on the internet? Because I'm sure that they know that immediately, whether they drop the title or the teaser trailer, a lot of people are going to say that they don't like the title or that they don't like the teaser, whatever have you, right? I think that they realize that the backlash is real from The Last Jedi and that the feedback will actually be negative, at least to a certain extent, pretty much regardless, right? So if we look at Disney and Lucasfilm, it's all a matter of question right now about this title reveal. Are they confident in their product? Or are they trying to hide something from the fans? That's a big question open on the table for discussion. So when it comes down to everything here, this is both good and bad news. The fact that they are waiting until principal photography is over honestly does give us an idea of when this title reveal date would actually take place. And that would be either the very beginning of March or the very end of February. We're talking the 27th or even the 28th of this month. Remember that there's no 29th, 30th, and 31st in this month. So the other thing is that they're negotiating on saving the title and pulling off an endgame in order to pretty much get the same exact results that Marvel did. And the thing with Marvel is, you know, Marvel's way different than Star Wars. Star Wars is not the same. So I think it's pretty safe to split the title reveal and the teaser drop, you know, on two different dates. Because not only does it get people talking about two different things, it also is great for word of mouth. If you release something in February or March for the title reveal, that's when you get the things rolling. So as far as changing the title, this is where things get very interesting. Like I say, does this show confidence in their product? I'm not quite sure. You know, that does speak volumes as to why they would change a title here and there. And it also tells us as to why, you know, this is the longest time we have gone without a title reveal in the sequel trilogy. Mind you, we got The Force Awakens title reveal while they were still filming Episode 7, The Force Awakens. You know, we got that title reveal a whole 13 months before the release date. So, the thing that I do want to bring up is that we do know that the whole entire title reveal is a very important piece in the marketing of this movie. It tells us the overall tone of the film, how dark or light the movie is going to be, right? If you look at The Force Awakens, generally it was a light movie. If you look at The Last Jedi, it does actually tell us that there was darker tones in there. Now, with this movie being said to be darker than The Last Jedi, I honestly am very interested to see exactly what Disney and Lucasfilm are going to pull off in this final installment of the sequel trilogy. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.